I supported her ever since she was a baby, paying her expenses all her life, and she ran off with the money I gave her.
The important thing is for the man to be good to the woman, not how the marriage is made. Of her two sisters, one has married of her own accord and the other in the traditional manner. Both of them are happy. I could say a lot about failed marriages. Some were for love and others traditional.
For me, it was a surprise when Rahel left me. From the time she was little, I treated her as if she were my daughter. Her parents agreed to the marriage, and the dowry was not small. This marriage was in everyone's interest. She won't be able to find what I offered her anywhere else: a house, money, a secure life. If you like, you can ask my wife. I've never hit her, as other men do. She goes out with her friends whenever she likes, and wants for nothing. She has everything a woman could want. What most Arar women want is to marry a good man who will give them a good dowry. Love will come with time. That is less important. The important thing is to make a good marriage. She had no right to do what she did. She had no right.
If it had been up to me, I would have let her choose a husband. But women can't decide in this matter. What Rahel did isn't right, but as a mother, I want her to come back. I hope she comes back.
Not all women have the luck and strength of Rahel, the luck to have remade their lives after struggling against the traditional powers that be. Some women's refusal to be forced into marriage and polygamy is still rejected in many African societies. This rejection leads to isolation, and isolation to poverty, and poverty is the mother of prostitution.
It depends. Some people can offer 5,000. Some can offer more than that. Yeah. So maybe the little money I have in my house, I have to use it to pay my house rent and to feed myself. My family are poor. They are poor. And at the same time, my father refused to train me in the school. He wants me to marry. It makes me to be angry, so I leave the family. In Mali today, the numbers of the girls we have 10 today. Each day I have to pay 3,500. So the business I'm doing is a lucky game. So sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. So that is how it is. Sometimes I can win money, sometimes I don't have money. Of course, I'm afraid of fights. I don't like fighting in my life. I'm a Christian and I believe in God. Because He's my Savior. Yes, He's all and all for me. Somebody offer you a life, maybe for today. He will give you a bill of which you cannot pay. But God give everybody for free. You don't pay, He don't tax you, nothing. We commit a lot of sin and He still forgives us. When you pray for forgiveness, He forgives you.
Another matter in which African women are forced to fight tradition is genital mutilation. Tetena Alimu is an Ethiopian woman who was sexually mutilated during adolescence. Female genital mutilation is also known as excision, and there are several ways to perform it. Total excision is the elimination of the labia minora and the clitoris. This is what was done to Tetena when she was still a girl. One of the objectives of this practice is to destroy women's sexual appetite.
It was a long time ago, but I remember that I was really afraid. Several women held me down. They opened my legs and cut me with a razor blade. I bled a lot.
When they did it to her, Tetena suffered, in addition to immediate intense pain, numerous subsequent infections, cysts, and damage to the uterus, which prevented her from giving birth to her only daughter normally. A poorly healed fistula which formed during labor brought her new infections and the repudiation of her husband, whose family, in collusion with her own, had forced her to be mutilated. Tetena then fled to the capital with her daughter Sophia. In rural Ethiopia, where Tetena comes from, 90% of the women are excised. A woman is not considered complete until she has suffered clitoral mutilation.
I can't imagine what it must feel like when they cut you there. In Addis Ababa, it's different. Here the men like it when women enjoy making love. They don't like women who are cold.
From a very young age, Wazira Moravia has spent her life excising women. She learned the profession from her mother, and she in turn from hers.
Women who are not excised don't cook well. They smell bad. I don't know how to express it. Everything they cook comes out bad. That's why you've got to do it when they're very young. Excised women's private parts don't itch, but those who aren't, theirs do. And they break a lot of things in the house. Glasses, dishes. They drop the silverware. That's why it's done to them. It's our culture.